Cross, and I'm a textile artist from Oberlin, Ohio. And I'm here at the Vermont Studio Center with a bunch of other writers and artists who are doing interesting work and have provided amazing inspiration and connection for these last 2 weeks. The work that I do is in silk, and what I utilize primarily is a form of Japanese resist, where you tie silk fabric either with strings, as you can see on these poles here. This is a piece that eventually, when it's untied, will look something like this piece here. Or I can stitch, or I can tie objects. For example, in this piece you can see that I've tied actually seed pods from a catalpa tree that sits in our front yard in Oberlin. And then I dye them. Sometimes I remove the dye again, and then I over dye them. I recycle a lot of silk fabric because I tend, as you can see, to work in pretty large scales. And I have different kinds of objects that I can tie into the work too. This is an example of a tie-dye technique in which I've tied CDs into fabric, and I have a fan going which sort of helps, but it holds the shape that I tie into it, and I think it works as a fabulous metaphor for memory, and that's one of the reasons why it continues to fascinate me as a form. So this piece here has triangular pieces tied into it. This piece hanging here is meant to reference a gown. It's called She's Come Undone, and I've tied little washers in the bottom of it, and after rusting washers and other metal pieces into it. All those blue swaths over there are in process. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with those yet. There's something about the sky. And I spend a lot of time dyeing fabric and cutting out shapes and doing other things with this. These pieces of fabric will eventually turn into my version of a yo-yo coverlet that I'm making for my daughter. And so I'm going to be working on that next. So thank you.